The Bout of Realms inside of Diablo Immortal has been a bit of a mess lately, and for those of you that don't know what this is all about, I'm going to tell you what the event is, as well as what's going on with it right now inside of the game. The Bout of Realms is basically a whale event where people from all different servers, as long as in the same cluster, can team up in teams of 8 and fight it out to see who are the strongest players inside of the game with some hefty rewards. The rewards are all shown here on the screen inside of the game. As you can see, first place is getting 180 legendary crests, an exclusive cloak, another Vanquisher of Realms cloak, which is a forever type cloak, a nice frame, some really cool rewards, and there are people all the way up to, I believe, 60 something, where is it, 64 are going to receive some type of rewards for participating. It seems like a really cool event, and I really do love that this type of competitive play is coming to the game. Now, why do I say that this is a whale-friendly event? Well, because all of the power that you have inside of the game that you've purchased or earned is going to be able to be used here. So the more you spend in the pay-to-win game, you know the more chances you're going to have of doing well. Plus, whales can team up together to fight alongside of one another to ensure that they're victorious, which in my opinion is okay. It's just how the event runs, but like I mentioned, there have been issues. And as you can see, Ghost Signals, the community manager of Diablo Immortal, came out with this statement just a few days ago, letting everyone know kind of what's going on inside of the game. Due to unforeseen issues that occurred in the Bout of Realms, many players were not able to participate in the preliminary round, which commenced today. To fix this situation, we unfortunately need to start the preliminary round again. We'll be resetting the progress of the event and adding a day at the end of the event to make up for the missed day. This means that the preliminary match period will be from August 19th through the 23rd, which means it started yesterday, with each match taking place local server time at 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m., and 10:30. We want to apologize, and they says that you could look forward to be compensated, which seems pretty cool. Now, the compensation that came through, I did not sign up for this event, so I didn't receive it myself, but what I'm hearing is 1 legendary crest was the compensation, and I know that many players were kind of laughing at that compensation, saying that it was a big joke. Now, why is this such a big deal? This event is not just log in and like do your Heliquary raids with someone. This is something that takes a lot of time, and it's also something that takes a lot of coordination between you and your teammates. So if the days are changed, people have prior obligations. There are going to be people that are not available to play on other days unless it were planned out, potentially work, potentially family events, vacation, etc. So when you have to commit an hour or so per day at a certain specific time to play with your other 7 teammates in these events, if those events' times and dates are changed, it could really be a problem. And it has been. If we simply come on over here to the forums, you can see that very many people are upset with the event. People are calling it a joke. People are saying that their teams aren't going there in full. They're only having 4 to compete, and they're being matched with 8 other players. One thing I will say, though, is it's not Blizzard's responsibility to make sure that the 8 people chosen for your team are going to be there on time. Some players mentioned that they were hoping that bots would be filled in the empty spots, but at the end of the day, we all know that bots aren't going to help you pull in a victory against a true team of 8. Either way, a lot of the issue is actually caused because of the time and date changes. Although, as a team, you are responsible to be there to participate with your team. That's not on Blizzard, but the date and time change definitely is. We even have people saying that this is the biggest joke event ever, throwing around the word scam and that this is illegal, things like that. I don't think that anything that's being done here is illegal or a scam. And I also will say that Blizzard definitely did run into some type of issue with the event, which made all of this happen, and they're trying to make it the best for all. Unfortunately, when things don't go as planned because people can't get into a match when they're supposed to, and they have to rework things, it's not going to be ideal for anyone. So essentially what they're doing with this event right now is they are doing whatever they can to have it cause at least the least amount of stress and issues for all people as possible. Unfortunately, there are definitely going to be players that are negatively impacted by this. And another thing that I didn't love was this notification came out in game saying the matches were suspended. It says, unfortunately, all matches have been suspended due to a breakdown and will resume tomorrow at 3 o'clock to maintain fairness. When you receive a message like this, okay, it's great to know that the match isn't happening, but 3 o'clock tomorrow to maintain fairness. First of all, you don't know what 3 o'clock means. Is that 3 o'clock a.m., p.m. server time? We really don't know, because remember, people are in different servers from all over. I'm assuming it meant server time, but again, it wasn't clear enough for an event that people have been planning for, potentially taking some time or getting away from family so they could focus on this. This should have been a much more in-depth message with quite a bit more detail. So at the end of the day, the event is still going on. People are still participating. People are going to take that first place, second place, third place. Players will be able to win the cape that we've been talking about forever. That is like the big prize for the event. It all will go on. Unfortunately, there will be players along the way that get slighted or that feel slighted in the process and either won't be able to participate or their success in the event will be hindered by their teammates not being able to make matches, and it's definitely not going to go as smooth as intended. Now, hopefully this bump in the road is something that Blizzard can learn from and make sure that next time this happens, that this bump, this issue that they had is eliminated, because I don't think that having this same issue again would be good for the event or for the game. But as I've mentioned before, these types of events are really good for the game. Being able to bring together community to compete in these types of events, whether it's a whale event, whether it's a free-to-play event, it doesn't matter. Having the systems in place so that these competitions can actually happen is a positive thing. And that's me trying to find the silver lining in all of this mess. Blizzard did try and do the right thing by fixing everything for players. They did try to compensate. Unfortunately, the compensation was kind of garbage, and they definitely do want the event to go smooth. Unfortunately, it's not at this point in time. My hope is that the event can end up in a smooth, clean fashion, and that most players that are participating can enjoy their time inside of it, and that we have a very fair winner at the end that has deserved and was deserving of the first place prize. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you're participating in that event. In other news, we have over in China, players being able to return to the game and get some really huge advanced progression just for coming back to playing the game. This is something that as we're approaching Paragon 1000 inside of Diablo Immortal, we have to start thinking about. If you remember, previously we were around 1300 Paragon and it got dropped down to like 200 or something. The Paragon was completely split, all players were dropped back down, and this was so that the reach for brand new players to get to the level that we were at, veteran players, by that I mean, it was less of a stretch. We're reaching level 1000 again. Many players are already there, and I'm probably going to get there today on my live stream. Make sure you come through. I'll be live streaming around 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern time. China decides to do this event right now where Diablo Immortal straight up and play is now open. Log into the game, free one click straight up to the peak of 600. A full set of mainstream accessories immediately into the shelter of the Hot Blood War. So basically what they're saying is, if you're an older player or a new player, you could get jumped right up to Paragon level 600 right off the bat with a whole bunch of gear that's being given to you to start. This is going to be a good thing for players that are like, oh no, the ones that are saying, should I start now because the game is just so far, it's been going on for so long, it's going to take me forever to catch up. This is a nice opportunity for players to do that. But as a veteran player, how do you feel about players getting a quick and easy 600 Paragon levels on day one of logging into the game? What I do like is that Diablo Immortal, at least over in China, is thinking of a way to make new players continuously funnel into the game and not just thinking about the players that they already have. Because as you know, players diminish over time, and we need to always replenish with new players inside of the game. Now, as I mentioned, I'll be going live today. I was actually away on a short vacation for a few days, and I was not live, but I'd love to hang out with you guys today. That's going to happen at 12 or 1 p.m. Eastern time, getting caught up with a whole lot of things here at the house, and with my other YouTube channels as well. But then I'll be going live, and I can't wait to hang out with all of you. Make sure you come through. I got a bunch of stuff to run with you guys. And as I mentioned, we're sitting at 991 Paragon right now, which is only one level above Server Paragon, but I am sitting on so many rewards that I can claim both over there and over here. I could probably push myself right over to the Server Paragon level of 1,000 and start equipping some of that really, really nice gear. I'm looking forward to it. Hope to see you guys in the stream, and I'll see you guys later on.